because it's another one of your former clubs that had a little bit of a stumble this week. Sorry, couldn't resist.
We have some positive former teams.
But nobody saw this coming, you'd have to say, against Nottingham Forest. Did it surprise you, that result against them?
I was working for the club at Leeds United at the weekend, and they had to show a desire, a fight, a different way of getting results. It was a tough ending. They started obviously on the back foot, then found the way. So away from home was where you felt if City were going to go on and win the title, they're going to have to show improvement, a more consistent sort of level of performance and more control, because teams now feel like they can come at them, they can have a go. But obviously at home, I felt they'll be safe, they'll be right in the right position. So this is a real shock. But against the Forest side, who are obviously fighting for their lives, they've got good quality in players, a manager bounce also. This is a big, big shock. You can talk about decisions, you can talk about things not going for you, but when you're going for the title, you're playing against a team towards the bottom, decisions really shouldn't be a worry. Yes, it certainly is a big factor for it in games, but you had to do enough to actually see the game out.
It feels like the pressure isn't really on City, though, this season, because it feels like nobody's really expecting them to do it. Do you think that's the case? What do you think about their ability to chase down Arsenal? Do you think they can?
Well, I think if you ask that man who've just listened to the interview and you say there's no pressure on Manchester City, he gives pressure, he's born about pressure, he delivers winning
pressure,
sides throughout many, many seasons. You can be right at the top with a 20-point gap. There is still pressure playing for Pep Guardiola and this Manchester City Football Club now that's developed into serial winners. And that's just a given. He drives the players every day, whether it be Erling Haaland, whether it be Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne. He's not afraid to make decisions to drop players, whether you're right at the top or whether you're fighting. So they'll have been quietly in that sort of group of players saying, just keep the pressure on, keep ticking over. Arsenal have got away a couple of times and then come back with some of their results, and then it was on. Then it's all is, where is that game? When are Arsenal coming to the Etihad? Then it's in your hands. This has changed it. Now we're going to rely on Arsenal. I do feel like there's one more twist, but for Manchester City, they're going to have to go with obvious reasons right now with wins in every single game.
Yeah, and is it worse to be chasing, or I don't know what that feels like, you know?
I think for Mikel Arteta, he's nervous with every situation because at the start of the season, supporters were saying, even former players, if he doesn't do it, this is it. He's got to go. And I'm thinking maybe I'm a little bit soft, a little bit sort of understanding because of the level of competition. And he's done an unbelievable job. Now he's getting sort of question marks asked about whether it's his style of play, are they doing enough, are they game management? But he's right there. So at this moment now, he'd take it, obviously leading all day long. What I feel like he's always needed is a bit of a gap rather than really, really close. And that pressure game in April against City at the Etihad, he'd be a lot more comfortable today.
I think it's fair to say a lot of people are going to want Man City. They're going to want the upset. Do you understand that? Is the first question.
Yes, but I think I've been long enough in this country to understand that being favourite doesn't mean anything when it comes to that competition. At that time of the day, in that ground, I know that they're going to have the belief, the hope, the conviction that they can beat us, and we need to be very well prepared.
David?
Miguel, when you are so into a race for the Premier League and you have to move to another competition with a lesser opponent, how is the switch and what do you say to the players to keep them motivated?
Well, today, at least now for a moment, to enjoy the victory because we knew it was going to be a really tough one and a really important moment for us with what is remaining in the Premier League. And tomorrow we can switch. We have played very similar games now in other competitions or in the FA Cup as well. So we are very well aware of what the game is going to demand. So from tomorrow we'll prepare that.
Joe? Have you seen or heard about the pitch?
Which pitch?
On Saturday. Have you seen or heard about the pitch on Saturday?
I ask about the pitch. Why?
Well, there's not a lot of grass in certain areas.
It's normal. It's the beauty of this competition as well. You have to go there. You have to adapt. We all been playing since I was little. We all play in those stadiums or worse. So you need to adapt to that context and make the most out of
it. There's been quite a few upsets this season. You as a player, is there a FA Cup game that you look back upon and think, I don't know?
I don't want to put that negativity, but I have the feeling that we've been knocked out. No, we've been knocked out a few times in a difficult way, and it's a terrible feeling, and it feels like it damages your reputation. Yeah, you don't want to go through that. So in order not to go through that, you have to prepare so well and compete so well.
Simon?
Mikel, you can talk about it damaging. It can damage other competitions going out in the FA Cup, kind of the sort of the fallout from losing a cup game like that.
You can, but hopefully we're going to do what we have to do and try to earn the right to win the game.
Can I just ask one on Miles as well? Obviously, he hasn't had loads of games. Do you still feel like for him there's going to be enough opportunities? He's obviously looking at the World Cup and England. There's still be time for him to try and break back into Tuchel's squad.
Yeah, and when he has those opportunities to grab them, his attitude has been excellent. And yeah, he's not playing more because there are other players that they're playing, and as well they've been phenomenal. And that's football, but we will try to give him the minutes that he deserves.
Mark from Sky?
Mikel, Mansfield managed by Nigel Clough. His dad Brian was a very famous manager. Do you know much about the family and the history within the game?
Probably I will read much more after tomorrow. I was very interested when I did the reports to understand the history, the tradition, the values that they have, to understand as well better what they will try to do. So we will focus on that.
Years, so a lot. That means always the FA Cup is so important. We're going to travel to Newcastle to win the game to get the next round. That's definitely 100%.
As you know, you play Newcastle for the 5th time. What's your relationship like with Eddie Howe? Have you got a good relationship there?
Yeah, really good. Never dinner together, but
As
really
good as your friendship with Daniel Farke, for example?
never dinner with Daniel neither. So, but good relation, yeah. Some of them have relation for a long time. And yeah, at the end, listen, we're rivals. We have to play each other, but of course, before and after the game is completely
The
different.
Premier League title debate is heating up as many fans and pundits begin to ask a huge question. Can Arsenal really beat Manchester City to the title this season? With both teams delivering strong performances, the race is shaping up to be one of the most intense battles in recent years. Arsenal's rise under Mikel Arteta has been remarkable. The team has developed a clear identity built on disciplined defending, clever build-up play, and dangerous attacking movement. More importantly, they have shown the ability to grind out results even when performances are not perfect. One of the key differences this season has been Arsenal's maturity in difficult matches. Players such as Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard continue to step up in crucial moments, helping the team maintain consistency in the title race. Their ability to deliver under pressure has given supporters real belief. However, Manchester City remain the ultimate benchmark. Managed by Pep Guardiola, City are known for their relentless winning streaks, especially in the final stages of the season. Their experience and squad depth make them incredibly difficult to overcome in a long campaign. As the season approaches its decisive months, every match will feel like a final. Whether Arsenal can maintain their momentum or City will once again dominate the run-in remains to be seen. One thing is certain. The title race is far from over, and the drama is only just beginning.